Test. A work in progress. Amy Mullins. Remember to write your first and last name on your paper and use capital letters. In a work in progress, what excuse does the author's teacher give for not wanting the author back in class after her operation? A. The author is not well enough to come back to school. B. Caring for the author will take up too much class time. C. The author's casts and wheelchair will be a distraction. D. Other students will hurt the author by making fun of her. 2. According to A Work in Progress, what problem does the author have with her waterproof legs? A. They change color when put in water. B. They come off too easily in the water. C. They float to the surface of the water. D. They are too heavy to kick in the water. Number 3. In A Work in Progress, what makes the author's parents stop asking the author to hide her legs? A. They realize they hurt their daughter's feelings after having a conversation with her. B. They buy their daughter new prosthetic legs that look more lifelike than wooden legs. C. They realize they cannot afford to continue buying long dresses to cover their daughter's legs. D. They hear relatives saying how nice their daughter looks despite her legs showing. 4. In A Work in Progress, why is the author shocked by what the man who calls and asks her to give a speech says? A. He wants her to present her speech from a wheelchair. B. He does not want her to make any jokes about her legs. C. He would prefer that she not show any signs of vulnerability. D. He does not think that anyone will like her if she seems confident. Number 5. What does the author have in common with the 6-year-old at the end of A Work in Progress? Choose 2 options. They both have legs that are creatively decorated. B. They both learn to be proud of their differences. C. They both chose amputation so they could walk better. D. They both met an adult with a prosthetic leg who was thriving. E. They both searched the internet to find images of prosthetic legs. Concept vocabulary. Directions. Identify the choice that best answers the question. Number 6. Based on its context, what is the most likely meaning of accomplishments in the following sentence? Kara was proud of her accomplishments, like getting straight A's at school. A. Abilities. B. Attempts. C. Possessions. D. Achievements. Number 7. What is the meaning of the word extraordinary in this sentence? Sheila wanted to be extraordinary, so she practiced her violin every day. A. Being sure in movement. B. Unusually good or impressive. C. Causing interest or enthusiasm. D. Completely committed to something. Number 8. If singers Carl and Paula celebrate each other's performances, which of the following must be true? Base your answer on the meaning of the word celebrate. They ask many questions about each other's performances. B. They give advice to improve the other's performances. C. They offer praise for each other's performances. D. They secretly judge the other's performances. Analyze the text. Directions. Identify the choice that best answers the question. Number 9. Why does the author most likely tell this story below in A Work in Progress? You're not supposed to swim in the wooden legs because, the wood rots out. So there I was in second grade music class doing the twist, and mid twist, I hear this makes loud cracking sound, and I'm on the floor. And the lower half of my leg is in splinters across the room. The teacher faints at the piano, and the kids are screaming. And all I'm thinking is, my parents are gonna kill me. I broke my leg. A. To explain the danger of prosthetic legs and why she was nervous about the physical activity. B. To describe how humiliated she felt when people overreacted to her broken prosthetic leg. C. To show the funny difference between how she and others reacted to her broken prosthetic leg. D. To prove that her teacher was right when she said the author's inappropriate condition would distract others. 10A. Based on the details in A Work in Progress, what is most likely true about the author? A. She inspires other people with her actions. B. She refuses to admit that she has any faults. C. She has to overcome a fear of public speaking. D. She secretly still wishes she doesn't need prosthetics. 10B. What detail from A Work in Progress best supports the answer to Part A? A. The author uses her legs to help her float until she can get help. B. A child chooses surgery to walk better after seeing the author's legs. C. The author turns down a speaking engagement after a man offends her. D. The nurses caring for the author as a child would agree she is a daredevil.